This soup that we are making today has a nice umami, spicy and a tart flavor to it. This recipe is inspired from the popular southern Indian dish called rasam, and in its original version it is much more spicier and is almost having a water-like consistency. The spiciness helps clear the throat and nostrils and it improves digestion. This tomato soup is also good for your skin, improves immunity and can reduce bad cholesterol. Sounds exciting, right? I'm Shrikant Singh and welcome to our channel Happy Belly Fish. Tomatoes don't just taste great, they also offer a wide range of health benefits, but there is a small caveat to it. To take advantage of all the health benefits that you can get from these tomatoes, you must cook them first. Only then the key medicinal compounds in them increase and get released. In fact, eating raw tomatoes can be bad for you and may cause inflammation. So if you have inflammatory conditions, then avoid raw tomatoes, but cooked tomatoes, I know you cannot do without them. So go ahead and try to take full advantage of cooked tomatoes. There are a ton of dishes that you can make with tomatoes, but let's learn today to make a very simple and delicious spicy tomato soup. I love this soup especially as a cure for blocked nose, sore throat and when I'm feeling that I'm running low on energy reserves. The secret of its healing properties is not just in tomato itself, but in special ingredients and spices with which you cook it. To make this recipe, you will need ripe red tomatoes, about 300 grams of it, tamarind 25 grams, dry red chili about 2, black mustard seeds 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of ginger that is finely chopped, a few curry leaves if you have them, asafoetida or hing about 1/4 teaspoon, ground red chili powder 1 teaspoon and salt about 1 teaspoon of it. I use tamarind in a lot of my dishes, and tamarind is a fruit that is used widely in Indian and Thai cuisine. It has a very sour fruity taste to it, and in this soup it enhances the sourness of it. You may be able to find dry tamarind or tamarind paste in most Asian stores around the world, and thanks to online shopping it can be delivered right at your doorstep. Let's begin with the preparation now. We need to soak the tamarind first, so take a cup of warm water and soak the tamarind in it. This will make the tamarind softer and then you can remove the pulp and get the extract. I will show you how as we cook. If you are going to use tamarind paste, then you do not have to do this soaking. Now wash and cut the tomatoes. Make sure that you remove the eye of the tomato and that green part. Put these diced tomatoes in a blender and blend it into a puree. Tomatoes are nightshades and this stem has the highest concentration of solanine, which are considered toxic and may cause inflammation if consumed in large quantities. So when you remove this part and cook the tomatoes well, you begin to get the beneficial compounds of it. Although fresh tomatoes are available around the world throughout the year, I would highly recommend that you use fresh tomatoes only when they are in season. The tomatoes of late spring and summer are ripe and red and carry the essential nutrients in them. The ones that grow in greenhouses taste like water balloons and are no less than placebo that you are having tomatoes. When they are out of season, use tomato paste or puree. There are preservative-free passatas or pastes that are available in the market. If you are using tomato paste, then mix a few tablespoons of it with water and you have your puree ready. Now this is something that we can learn from the Italians. When it's tomato season, the whole family is busy bottling tomato paste that can last up to a year. So now you know how you can spend your summer. Now take a pot and heat about 2 tablespoons of oil. Add 1 teaspoon of black mustard seeds and 2 whole red chilies. Allow the mustard seeds to splutter and then add 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger and 1 tablespoon of garlic. If you want the garlic flavor to be stronger, then you can even crush it or even dice it really fine. Add curry leaves now. It can be fresh curry leaf or even the dried ones, whatever you have available. And if you don't have it, do not worry, you can still make this dish without it. Let it cook for about a minute and then add 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida or hing. Hing is a medicinal spice, and apart from adding strong umami flavor, it also helps in digestion and reduces bloating. And in just about 5 seconds, the strong pungent aroma of asafoetida will mellow down, and that's when you add the tomato puree to the pot and mix all the ingredients nicely. Now it's time to add the tamarind extract. So take the bowl in which you had soaked the tamarind, squeeze the pulp and the juices will come out. Add this extract to this soup. By the way, tamarind is a very common ingredient in many home remedies. For example, on this channel I have a video about making a turmeric shot which also includes tamarind, and it makes this taste so good. Medicinal foods and tasty ingredients are what we talk about on this channel. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and a small bell icon next to it to get notified when my new recipes and videos come out. Now back to our tomato soup. Adding ground red chili is optional, so if you like it hot, then add 1 teaspoon or less of ground red chili. Add about a teaspoon of salt and stir the contents once again. Cook for about 3 to 4 minutes and check if you want to make soup thinner and more sour. I think it could be a little more thinner, so I am going to add some water to the tamarind pulp once again and then add this extract to the soup. That soaked tamarind pulp has a lot of juice in it, so you can use it several times. Bring this soup to a boil, and in about 5 to 7 minutes the soup should be ready to be served. This can be served with any grains that you're having, or you can have it on its own, just like a very hearty, healthy soup. These tomatoes are cheap superfoods. They're very rich in vitamin C, potassium, vitamin K and folate. And although the vitamin C will be lost when you're cooking it for so long, the other beneficial minerals and compounds will still be there. And in fact, tomatoes contain these antioxidants such as lycopene, which can help you protect the body against cellular damage and lower the risk of chronic diseases such as cancer, heart disease and stroke. The lycopene in tomatoes may also help lower LDL cholesterol levels, reduce blood pressure and decrease the risk of heart diseases. If you are trying to cut down on salt, then adding tomatoes to your food can be one of the solutions. You see, there is no end to the health benefits of tomatoes as long as you cook them. I have this soup at least once every week, and definitely when I want to take a break from the heavier legumes and grains. Try this recipe and let me know in the comments how it came out. And do remember to like, share and subscribe. And I will see you soon in the next video.